Good morning.
Good morning, Houston, Texas. It's Monday, October the 9th of 2023, and it's 6:03 a.m. with Roula, Ryan, Eric, Sam, Special K and Ahmad are out today, and wow, what a morning. From what I see, it says it's 61 degrees. What does it feel like outside, guys?
It feels like 61. It feels good.
Feels nice.
It's cold. I had my heat on in the car.
Well,
You put your heat on? Oh, yeah, because your car's outside.
Yeah.
I want to go outside so bad. This is going to be awesome. Are we in it now, or are we going to get hit
no,
with
we're not in it.
100-degree heat
Thanksgiving,
wave next
I'm sure,
week
will
that we don't
be
expect.
shorts.
I mean, tomorrow we're back up to 84.
Still, the low is still starting low. If the high is 84, it's
Yeah.
still going to start low. I'm saying we didn't start at 84 and then rise to 100.
We've been
As long as
starting-
we're not starting at 84.
We started at 92.
Oh, my
Yeah,
God.
we used to
last
start at
3 months.
92.
Isn't it amazing
Pretty
how just
amazing.
like 2 weeks ago it was 109 degrees and now we walk
Yep.
outside and it's 61? Amazing.
Love it.
It's
Yep.
glorious, but what's not glorious? Eric, what time did you get home last night from the game?
I didn't go to the last night's game. We
Oh,
sold,
I thought you went last night's game too.
my Nikki was a little hungover, and I'm like, we got to.
Oh, we've got
Saturday
audio
game,
proof
yeah.
about you partying on Saturday.
And then by the time I got home, and then it was just, I'm like, I can't do 2 nights in a row, especially getting up at 3 in the morning, 4 in the morning. Like, nope. Sell the
Did you,
tickets.
did you have tickets and you sold them, or y'all just decided not to go at all? And
Sold
not find
them.
any? Oh, okay, got it. Well, the Friday night game was pretty fantastic.
Or Saturday night.
Oh yeah, Greek Festival was Saturday. That's when the game was happening.
Yeah, Saturday
Right.
night was epic. That was so much fun. So some people are like, talking about the crowd noise because they're talking about the roof being open and that. Like, well, last night it wasn't that loud. I'm like, you're an idiot. I was at the game. I was at game 6, and obviously it wasn't as big as game 6 because that crowd was really amped. It's game 6, but it was really loud. My little watch would go off like 4 times. Too loud. Environment too loud. So
Environment too loud.
yeah, because it does that
That was on Saturday.
Environment
on
too
Saturday.
loud.
Yeah, so it was fine. It's just if you're an Astros fan, stay away from Twitter or X, whatever it's called, because it's just a bunch of trolls out there
Yeah.
thinking they know everything. Oh, Dusty Baker sucks. I'm like, whatever, man. He got us a championship.
Got us here.
I want to rag on him sometimes, but
Sometimes I disagree with his decisions.
yeah. But
Could you hear the booing with Correa?
No, everyone.
Because yesterday,
Yesterday you could hear more booing.
it said that every time Correa was at bat, you could very noticeably hear
He
him
even
getting
said
booed.
though, "Hey, love you, Houston, but now we're enemies." I mean, I find funny because Correa did so much for us, but the way he acts with the Twins is like, you weren't even. They were like his 4th choice. He was
I know
with
he
them.
he tried to
He
go to
cheated
the
on them,
Padres. He tried to go to the Mets.
Or the
He was
Giants.
like, oh, I guess I'll stay here now.
Giants kicked him out, said no. Then the Mets said no. He still
yeah,
wanted
Giants,
the Astros, was number 1. He wouldn't pony up. And then he's like, okay, hey, Twins, you still want me?
Well, he's making the best of a situation.
Yeah.
Doesn't matter. He's, getting paid handsomely, so he's got to be loving life.
But hey, that's all right. If anyone thought we were going to sweep these guys, you're crazy.
Yeah. It's going to be a battle, that's for sure. Hey,
Well, it would have been nice if we had swept them like we swept everybody last year.
It's just
We got super spoiled.
just a bad week for sports.
Yep.
Texans and
What happened to the Texans
UC?
yesterday? I saw that C.J. Stroud had tied it or something, and like at the minute
C.J.
something left,
Stroud
and then
has now thrown more passes without an interception to start his NFL career. So, obviously, he broke the record in the third quarter of Sunday's 21-19 loss to the
problem
Falcons.
is they're up 18-17 with a minute 50, 49 left, and then they just needed a field goal, and they got it.
Yeah.
That's all right. They're young, they're hungry.
That's the
then,
kind of loss that stings, though.
Aggies lost, UT lost. I think the only one that people that will be happy is Oklahoma because Oklahoma beat UT, and then the Oklahoma Rangers have won 2 games in a row now against Baltimore, so they have a chance to go forward. So good
all
for
I
them.
know is that on Saturday night, I was like, okay, well, I got home. My kids danced in the Greek Festival. It was quite the afternoon, and then we get home, and I want to watch the game. I think it was Saturday night the Dodgers played, right? The Dodgers got roasted, like 10-0. And I could not believe what I was watching. I go, is this happening right now?
Yeah, it could be the
Clayton
worst, it could be
Kershaw was
them.
taken out in the first inning. And I was like, oh, good. And then the Baltimore Orioles go down 2-0 to the Rangers? What's going on with the big teams?
I just said Oklahoma Rangers took the lead. Screw them. All right. We'll be back. It is what it is.
I didn't get your joke. When you said
Not a joke,
Oklahoma
it's
Rangers,
the
I was
Oklahoma Rangers.
confused. I was like,
They're not Texas Rangers.
Oklahoma Rangers.
No
I
one
don't
knows
know who that is.
Nobody's a Texas. I've never seen anyone say they're
A
a Texas Rangers fan, unless it was 2012 for 2 or and 13, whatever. For 2 years, they were fans.
Yeah, you got to make sure you don't like me.
Can't even say. I mean, they're the Arlington Rangers. If you're going to say anything,
That's true. Don't make me laugh too hard. If you
Yeah, your
remember on
ribs
Friday's show, I left to go to the doctor's. This doctor was kind of a jerk. He's like, I don't know why they're still broken. You got an x-ray the other day. And I'm like, yeah, but it's really bad. And so I x-rayed them. Yeah, they're broken. He's like, there's nothing you can do. So, I mean, basically they gave me a few pain meds so I could sleep at night because it's impossible to lay down. Like
Nothing you can do?
Nah, you just got to, he said, chill with the walks and the running. You know, you can't be doing that right now because you're just going to aggravate it.
They can't tape them? Like when I watch.
No, he said they don't do that anymore.
When I watch WWE wrestling, the guy's injured. The next night he comes out with taped ribs.
Yeah, that's just for effect. He said that, I did learn that they said that that's bad because people would get infections. They'd get sick when they tape those ribs like that. So they don't tape anymore.
It's not like broken where it's like, it's still together though, right?
Yeah.
Or is it like broken where it's like.
No, it's not separated. It's just, it's got the cracks that go all the way through it, but it's not separated.
Eee.
So, yeah, it sucks, but oh well. You get past it. I wanted to point out really quick.
Past that.
You know what? I'm alive. I got no complaints, It's like,
Yeah, that's a great way to
could have
look at
broken
it.
my neck. I mean, my God, those stairs of death in my house. They're going to take me out one
You
day.
got to put a slide in there.
I know. I think so. Either that or a fireman's pole. Just go down the top.
Batman pole.
Yeah, exactly. I wanted to point out real quick, though, because there were social media posts over the weekend that HISD would be out today. You are going to class this morning. I get to be that guy on the radio. It's like, Mom, Dad, the kids have school today. So the district posted a corrected message on social media yesterday. HISD is going to school today.
Sucks for
Or maybe not.
Sorry,
Yeah.
kids.
Or they're
Well, you're
like,
supposed to be in
no.
school today.
I know my one child was off Friday. Now she has to go back to school Monday. My other one's off today. I'm like, what the?
Can't keep track.
And then I think someone else, is HISD off Friday?
I know
It's so
there's, like,
confusing what's
teacher-
going on.
I mean, as a
This
parent,
is
you get
what it is.
notified everything on your phone. So it's not like the old days. When we were kids growing up, because both Sam, Eric, and myself, we grew up north where it snowed,
Yeah, it was a
we'd
small
sit
town.
by the radio wanting to know if we were snowed out of school for the day.
Because they didn't have the technology really to do, to get,
Yeah,
to let everyone know.
There were no apps. There was no email or anything like that they could notify everybody immediately.
And
So you had to sit around the radio or the TV and just pray that snow was going to cancel school.
Please snow here. It's
Something we'll never know here in Texas.
well
For us, it was
ice-
really like, how bad is
ice.
it raining today?
Yeah.
It was more about the rain. Like, oh, it's raining so bad, they're going to do a delayed start to the day or
Remember that
or
one
we're
year
gonna
they made
not
the
go to
kids-
school today.
They made the kids go to school, and then they couldn't get the kids back home.
Yeah,
Oh,
remember
yeah.
the ice?
That
Like
was
3 years
really
ago, was
bad.
it? Or was it before COVID?
No, I think that
It's
was
happened a couple times. I know where kids are like,
Forget.
and then so nothing happens, and the kids they cancel school, and then nothing happens. But it's like better safe than
better safe than sorry.
Even your kids.
Every
Well,
time.
growing up in at St. Thomas in Meyerland, I have many memories of the gigantic rainstorms that came during the school day, and then everyone is trapped because Brays Bayou was totally like all of Braeswood, North Braeswood, South, it's all flooded, so people couldn't get out and couldn't get around. It was just crazy day. My brother, since I was the fourth of the five, my oldest brother had I guess it was a Bronco. It was a big car, and I remember he could get us through it, and then he had to help get people out of it. And I remember just sitting there watching the news. We finally got home, like, wow, all these people are stuck in the rain. Like, those are my memories from just so much rain and flooding that you couldn't get home after school.
By the way, firefighter Ross says, Ryan, if you can't handle stairs, you ain't going to handle that pole. And he's a firefighter, so he knows.
Do you remember when we had? Do you remember when we had that Christmas party at that old
okay.
firehouse? They
Yeah.
let me go down the fireman's pole. I love that
And
thing.
someone's asking, do you have cotton in your mouth?
I'm wearing a mask right now.
It does sound kind of weird.
Hey, does it sound really muffled?
Yeah.
I just don't want to take any chances
Okay.
right now. I don't have cotton in my mouth.
Cotton in your ears and peanut butter in your mouth. Try to do it a show
Well,
like
if
that.
somebody's new to the show, I have a history with this. I had, in my life, I've had 88 doses of radiation, and my immune system is shot to pieces. So there's a bug going around the building right now, and I'm just trying to be safe. That's all.
Someone said, yeah, because that's why like, he's slurring his words. Is he okay? No, it's
That's
not.
right.
You got a thinner mask?
Astros losing last night.
Here. Can you tell the difference?
Yeah.
I guess you can, really.
Yeah.
All right. I'll chance it.
No, don't chance it. Just
If it sounds bad, I don't want to do that. Okay.
let's hear those golden pipes.
Now listen to that very soothing, soft voice.
It's the quiet
clean
storm,
and
but there's no
seductive.
storm. It's just nice and brisk.
Put it on, please, Ryan. We don't want people to crash. All those women out there and men will be.
Oh, yeah. Every woman in
turned on all
Houston right
Houston.
now, they're all like,
Too
oh,
early.
my God.
Oh, I'm getting moist.
All right. Well, coming up next in Celebrity
Good morning.
Scoop, we're going to give you information on how you're going to score an awesome vacation to Universal Resort in Orlando, Florida. Your official weather for today is going to put you in a good mood because it's so brisk and cool outside. I
Oh,
can't
my
wait to
God.
Open the doors and breathe in the oxygen.
And if you got pets, they're going to love it outside today. It is going to be a gorgeous day. Sunshine, a high of 84. That's right, only getting up to 84. That's
Love
gonna
it.
Feel amazing. Right now, 61 degrees and 6:13 on the Roula and Ryan Show.
It's brought to you by Innovative Lasers of Houston, and I want to make a little note of another fantastic experience that KRBE is bringing you. Today, starting at 7 a.m., we enter the window from 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. We're going to play a specific sounder you need to be listening for. The sounder is going to be the cue to call, to be caller 104. It's a boarding call. And you're going to win an Echo Dot if you're caller 104. And the
Nice.
Echo Dot makes you a finalist for your chance to win a trip for 4 to the Universal Orlando Resort with flights provided by Spirit. So
Love that. It's a fun place to go.
I
Those
still
rides
have
are
never
so
been
much
there.
Fun.
I love Universal. I mean, I think Eric and I have been there, God, between the two of us, probably a dozen times.
Oh yeah, every time I go to like Disney, I do a couple days at Disney, but then I'm like, I have to go 2 days at Universal.
I mean, if your kids, even if they're not into Harry Potter, they will be by the time they get out of this. It's so much fun. You enter the world of Harry Potter and the roller coasters.
the Velociraptor coaster I did last year.
Oh, my
Holy
God, it's
cow,
so fun.
it's
is
awesome.
that from Jurassic Park?
Yep,
Yeah.
it's in their, area.
Velociraptor.
Basically, anything that Universal Pictures has made, there's some kind of an attraction there for you.
Even Jimmy Fallon has a ride.
Yeah, he does. I'm not even a big Jimmy Fallon fan, but it's so much fun.
Yeah, just all the rides are fun. Just the
You
experience.
smile the whole time you're there.
Yep.
So you become a finalist by winning the Echo Dot. Then you are the grand prize winner with that trip for 4. And you are going to stay right in the middle of all the fun at Universal's Cabana Bay Resort.
Oh, nice.
So just be listening for the boarding call sounder. Now, the window is 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. It happens more than one time. But should we give them a preview of what that's going to sound like?
No,
You should probably be listening for
not?
it.
6 o'clockers, you guys hold a
6
special place in our
o'clockers, you
heart.
deserve
So
it.
here's what it will sound like.
This is your captain speaking, and this is your boarding call to qualify for a trip to Universal Orlando Resort from KRBE. Just fasten your seatbelt and be caller 104 now at 713-390-KRBE.
That's what it will say
Boom.
because it's from 7 to 7.
When you hear that is when you call. Not now. When you hear that is when you call.
And you-
Because we can't play it after 7 to
And
preview it.
HISD and everyone that's gonna listening right now, you're going to have a leg up because there's like 14 ISDs out.
A lot of
today.
schools are out. You may be regretting, I can't believe I got to go to school today. But yeah, look at that.
A chance to win.
You thinned out the crowd just for you.
A couple of Taylor Swift notes also.
Take that, KDISD and Spring Branch and Spring.
Yeah.
Sure, they may
Poor
be sleeping, but now
Conroe.
you got a chance to win this ultimate trip.
All right. A couple of Taylor Swift notes. This weekend is the opening weekend of Taylor Swift's Eras Tour movie. We still have chances for you to score tickets in our KRBE special cinema, where we will be reliving the concert that either you went to here at NRG and had a great time, or you didn't get to go and now get to live it for the first time. Singing, dancing, so much fun. It's going to be an experience. So we have a chance for you to do that. And now Taylor has, of course, broken more records because the pre-sales have reached over $100 million for the 8,500 theaters carrying her movie starting this weekend. That is like the biggest pre-sale ever.
Wow.
That's insane.
It has to be.
And Selena Gomez, I mentioned this a little bit last week, but she was doing a charity auction and all these different celebrities had contributed something. And the tickets for a quote, future Taylor Swift concert. It didn't even say where it was. Is it part of the Eras tour when they go to Italy? Is it part of like
New
where?
Orleans?
What is it? $15,000 what these tickets went for, this pair of tickets at Selena Gomez's charity event. Like Paul Rudd did a thing where he put up for auction, go to his next movie premiere with him and all this kind of stuff. And so, I mean, it just shows you the Taylor machine. There was actually a billboard, I don't know if you all saw this on Sunday Football yesterday in Minnesota. a radio station, a sports station, had put up "Beat Taylor's boyfriend" billboard
Oh
up
my God.
Oh my god.
against the Minnesota Vikings. It didn't even say "Beat the Chiefs." It said "Beat Taylor's boyfriend."
Man, well, that didn't
I
work.
was like,
Chiefs
no,
won.
that did not work because the Chiefs won again. Okay, so
Suck
the
it,
Mean
Minnesota.
Girls,
Suck it.
y'all. This year's the 20th anniversary of Mean Girls.
Really?
Crazy. Yes.
20
the 20th
years.
anniversary of Mean Girls. So in LA, there were enough people that spotted Lacey Chabert,
Lacey Chabert.
Lindsay Lohan, and Amanda Seyfried in character of the Mean Girls. No Rachel McAdams, though. And they're apparently filming a commercial for Pepsi, which a lot of people are assuming is going to be for the Super Bowl. 20th anniversary of Mean Girls. I guess what the time will tell. They'll drop that for us in little, nuggets.
And actually make
closer
a
to
great
the Super Bowl.
sequel, though, like the class reunion. Yeah.
Or just with
The guy
their
from
kids are in it.
Aaron
Their kids,
Samuels,
yeah.
No.
the hot guy Aaron Samuels, is on Halloween Challenge on Food Network. He's one of the hosts of like those Food Network cake shows.
If you're looking for a good show that's like a high school feel to it, Totally Killer. On,
I know. I want to. That's in my
Amazon.
queue.
That's the one where the girls. There's a serial killer that killed 35 years ago, 1987. Lay dormant, came back, and she gets in a time machine. I don't want to explain how it happens. And she goes back to 1987 to try and save her mom, and her because her mom is a teenager there, and she sees her. She has to be friends with her mom.
mom.
Her
It's
mom's
like
not as nice as she thought she was.
Like a hot tub time machine type feel.
Yeah, it's funny because
What streaming network is that?
It's a 16-year-old of now seeing 16-year-olds then. She's like, you can't do that. Like they're playing dodgeball and destroying each other. Like, what is wrong with you people? And the words they use, like that is not acceptable.
That is not
You
acceptable.
cannot call her Fat Teresa.
Fat Teresa.
You should not because is that bad? No, you do not say that word.
What's the streaming network, Eric?
Amazon Prime.
And it's called Totally Killer.
Yeah,
Yeah, I
This
definitely
came
want
out
to see this.
like Friday.
I
Yeah.
thought you'd be
So
proud of me,
again,
though.
The girl's mom actually does get killed, but she goes back in time.
I don't want to give too much away, but there's serial
Because if
killers.
the girl's mom got killed, how's she born?
Well, I don't want to explain what happened. Like,
Oh, okay.
Just
there's
watch
a
it.
reason why she wants to go back in time, in the time machine, and this killer stabs these 16-year-old girls 16 times.
Oh my
And he
god!
has a mask in this whole town. Like every Halloween, people wear this mask now. It's like Scream,
Like Scream,
people wear that
okay.
Scream mask. Mm-hmm. It's really good.
Definitely want to watch it. I was going to
I mean,
say,
it's good, like good for fun, just a fun, if you like time travel. And
yeah, those
serial
are
killers.
always fun stories. I finally
Okay,
finished.
so how about-
I was going to tell
Go
you,
ahead, go ahead.
Eric. I finished Ted Lasso. You've
Finally?
been asking me to watch this forever. I finally had, because I was immobile this
Isn't it
weekend.
good?
It's such a great show.
Get a little teary-eyed there. It's like, oh.
Like the entire show, it's just a series of quotes. I mean, they're like life lesson quotes. The
Yep.
whole show is just it's such a cute show.
I'm glad you finished it.
Yeah.
Really, that's your
Tell me
next
one of the
assignment.
quotes you remember from that show.
It's
Pop
not.
quiz, go fast.
Oh God! I mean, they're all metaphors, Rolla. So it's not like memorable quotes, but they're just like great life lessons.
Plus, he talks fast and he says a lot of them.
He does, and it's just. I mean, Rolla, you'd love this show. It's so
'Cause
good.
I've seen 3 episodes. I just haven't.
It gets
locked in
so
to finish
good
it.
because it builds upon it and builds and builds and builds.
About 3 years from now, we'll get to it.
Yeah.
Or maybe not. Okay, coming up next, we're going to go around the table, but I will tell you, because you said that Scream mask, there's a embarrassing story when it comes to trick-or-treating with that Scream mask I shall share. So just be on the lookout for neighbors in the Scream mask, and we'll go around the table.
Oh, and we
play by
got
play.
some audio, Rolla. We've got some audio of Eric at that game, and woo, he does not
Ooh,
disappoint.
yay.
I did play-by-play for the last Presley again. I only do play-by-play for Presley.
Yeah.
And it was actually the
If
good
you
game. It was the
remember-
game. It was Saturday's game.
Yeah,
Yeah,
if you
not
remember
yesterday's.
the Eric World Series audio, you definitely want to stick around. He does not disappoint on this one.
I was
Now
having
the
fun.
Astros are going to start employing Eric to go to the game.
They should.
Play drunk.
I'm the
You'll hear it
winner.
next on the Roula and Ryan show.
We are going around the table. Don't forget, this morning, 7:20, we've got a Roses update. All those people that are off today, ooh, man, you're going to miss out because we got an update with Gwen. Remember Tommy, the stoner boyfriend?
As long as they got a pot, they can
They
get
can listen to the
You
podcast.
can listen to the podcast, yeah.
tomorrow,
But
I guess.
if you're in your
Later.
car, you definitely
of
want to
that.
stick around. Real quick, I just wanted to point this out. This is so much fun. If you're looking for a date night, something fun to do, November 28th through December 24th, Tuts.com is producing this. It's really, really cool. It's the Ugly Christmas Sweater musical So they describe it kind of like a cross between The Office and Project Runway, and it's interactive. Like the audience is involved.
Oh, so they probably dress up, the audience?
You dress up, you wear your ugly Christmas sweater.
What if you didn't know that? You just walked in and they thought yours was ugly?
They're like, "Wow, that's so ugly. Where'd you get that?" What?
But I'm actually on the first one, November 28th. I'm actually going to be part of the play. I'm going to be in it. I'll be on stage with them.
Nice.
Yeah.
You going to sing? Got some lines? What are you going to do? Or is it a surprise?
I don't know. I'm going to have to surprise
You gotta do something. You can't just stand there.
Those golden pipes cannot sing.
I'd go
Not
for that.
very well. But when do you want to do this audio, Eric?
Well, we're going to
Hold
tease
on,
something
let's-
first, and then we can end it
Yeah,
with my
okay.
audio. Of
Yeah,
the game, when I was at Saturday night, I was at the Astros game.
Oh, Eric does not
It's always
disappoint.
very fun when Eric goes to an Astros game. However, you have to watch your language if you're watching him on his Instagram, because I was trying to watch you. I didn't have earbuds in, and my kids are like, "Oh, is that Eric at the game?" And then you're like dropping bombs. Like,
Oh, he's
Eric's
heavily
drinking.
bleeped. This is a redacted audio. We'll get to that in a minute.
Okay, so let me throw you this way. When my kids were really small, we were living in our townhouse at the time, and there weren't like a lot of kids in that neighborhood, but there were, some. So, for little kids, when you go trick or treating, some of these costumes can be really super scary. And y'all had mentioned a couple minutes ago when we were talking about Scoop about people wearing those Scream masks, like the mask from Scream.
Yep.
So I had the first trick or treaters came to our door. My girls were like 2 and 3 years old, and it was a Scream mask kid, and it scared the hell out of them. They were running behind the furniture and they were crying, and they were crouched behind the furniture and they were screaming, and they would not come out. And so I sent the trick or treaters away, closed the door, and I tried to coax my kids out from behind the furniture, and they were just so traumatized. I was trying to convince them, I'm so sorry, this is just blah blah blah. Then ding dong bing bong, I look out the window before I open the door. It's just a family with a little boy.
Like a little
And I'm
soldier,
like-
and then they're like a little unicorn or something.
Yes,
You're like,
yes,
this
the parents
is
were dressed up.
This is better.
The little boy is more like Iron Man or something. I don't know what he was. And I'm just like, and I know them. And I was like, oh my God, thank God you guys aren't dressed scary. This total crazy just came to our door in the Scream mask. Like, how horrible is this? My kids are crying. They're going to be traumatized for life about Halloween. And they're like, oh. And so I gave them some candy. And as they're walking away, the dad has the Scream mask behind his back.
Oh no,
Oh,
he was
no.
he was wearing it, walking around.
And I was like, oh, God,
but no,
And
let's
you
do
know,
it. Let's do
I
it,
just realized something. This will be your first Halloween where your sweet little dog is going to get the trick-or-treaters.
Oh, good luck with that one.
That's always fun.
Oh.
The dogs flip
Oh,
out.
yeah. What do you do about that? I have not.
Especially when they hear the ring doorbell. Like,
Put him in another room because he's just going to, or
Yeah.
have your husband just sit in another room with him because
Just turn your lights off and don't offer
kids.
candy.
Can I just crate her? I'm going to crate her. It's a girl dog, by the way. We're going to crate her. I
I'm
guess.
sorry.
she's gonna.
That way we don't. She doesn't freak out the whole time.
Even when
because
they-
every time the door opens, won't she want to kind of dart out?
I mean, I wouldn't crate her
Yes.
and leave her alone by herself.
just put the
Well,
candy
no,
out.
My
on the,
mom is always in my routine because
Yeah.
I go trick or treating with my kids. My mom always gives the candy out at my house.
Okay.
So I guess, yeah. Well, Charlie's going to be crated.
Barking away.
Because dogs don't like costumes, right?
Well, if they can't see your face.
Yeah, I
Yeah.
think it's if they can't see your
They have to
face.
be able to see your eyes.
Misty will freak out too.
Yeah.
Well, I'm just saying also dogs don't like wearing them either, right? It's not like I
No, they
put
don't
it on
like
display
wearing
on
them.
the
People
window.
love dressing up dogs, but they don't particularly like doing that.
Except for my dog now that she's shaved and almost bald. So maybe she'll be cold and needs
Saw
a
that
costume.
picture. Your dog it's like a different dog. It doesn't
Totally.
even look like the same dog.
I don't recognize this dog. I'm like, who are you? Where is my dog? I mean, if you have not seen my dog is a mini golden doodle. I got her at Canine Angels Rescue, and the groomer said we had to shave her. And if you go to @Radio Roula, I have it before and after. The same filter was used on both pictures, but even the filter doesn't like the dog after the shave. Anyway, let's get to this Astros chaos. I'm
This is
glad
what
we
we
won
wanna
Saturday.
hear.
I was so annoyed last night. We were down 5-0. I turned the game off. At the end, Tasso looks at the score.
Jordan hit
I was
a-
like, do we rally? He goes, well, we lost 6-2. I
got
go,
it.
dang it.
At least you got another homer, Jordan. He's
Yeah, that's
he's
true.
bringing it. Altuve's doing it. No one else is doing crap. But Saturday night, I went with our friends Cliff and Lori. We met at Irma's. So I had some nice spiked lemonade. That was
Irma's
really-
is what, a bar?
No, it's a
Irma's is a
it's like a
long-time Houston
famous
restaurant establishment.
restaurant.
Okay.
Yeah, there's two of them.
Yes,
Two solid- yeah,
I'm out of the
two-
loop. I'm sorry.
Yeah, this is a classic place. So we
Okay.
had some food there and spiked lemonade, so good. Had a couple of those, and then got into the game, and just had my doubles and
Oh,
doubles.
God.
Oh, yeah.
Doubles.
I'll put out a parental
Double
advisory
doubles?
right
It was
now.
Saturday, and plus the game started at what
3:45?
It was over at 7. Then we went out to eat. Mm-hmm. Had some more drinks.
I love
Yeah,
it.
little
That's why I
kids
didn't
in the
go
car.
last night because I'm like, I can't do 2 nights of this.
No, man, that would destroy your body. You'd be like, ugh,
Especially when they lost, I'm glad I didn't go. But every time the last 2 home games they've won. They won the World Series when I was there, and then they won game 1. So
Eric is the lucky charm. So if you got kids in the car, earmuffs.
Yeah, earmuffs this. I was just back to Eric.
You
doing play-by-play. It was Presley again. But the angle I couldn't tell who was even batting. I had no idea who it was. I was just calling what
Plus,
Presley
you were
was doing.
kind of higher up. Not like you were super close to see the backs of their jerseys.
Yeah, I just wasn't. Well, I don't think at that time I couldn't see anyway.
Y'all gonna hear this.
Cross-eyed.
Let's just get to it. This is so funny.
Okay, here we go. Presley has 2 balls, and 1 strike.
Oh my gosh.
If we get this out, we win game 1. And the pitch is strike. Yeah! Oh, yes, it was a strike. Suck it, Twins, because you're about to eat this bitch. Here we go. Listen to that crowd. Everybody's on their feet. We are ready to start dancing, bitch. All right, here we go. I haven't had too much to drink tonight. Only like a couple vodkas, like 3 or 4 doubles. So we'll see what happens. Presley's about to warm up or wind up, whatever it is. Strike zone! We win! Suck it, Twin! Oh, yeah!
And I do a high five.
Take game 1!
This is my favorite.
And you can suck it, Twins! Suck it, mother. Oh, that's what I'm saying. We got this. We are Houston. We are Houston proud.
My God, Eric.
The best part is there's like little kids behind me.
Oh my God, there were kids behind
But
me.
now, these seats were like on the top part of the club. So it's like you had room to run around.
Oh my
Yeah.
And then there's
God.
another like a little table of young people because you high five. They come over and they want the high fives and stuff. I didn't do that part in front of them. I was looking forward.
Oh my God.
There were
When I
adults to
first
my left
heard
and right
this,
in front of me. So
Well, that was a good feeling on Saturday. Not
it was so
good
great.
last
And then
night.
last night I was
We
like,
got tickets
oh.
in
No,
Minnesota.
because I'm like, oh, I even helped when I was at Irma's. Before I was about to go in, this nice couple, like this little baby, maybe 6 months old,
aw.
and they're walking. All of a sudden, the little baby shoe fell off, and they kept walking. I chased them down. I'm like, hey, and they turned around. They had twin outfits on, Minnesota twin gear.
Oh.
I'm like, oh, I threw it in the street and walked
Oh
away.
my God.
you did.
No, I gave it to them. Like, I'm hoping they'll realize that most fans are nice.
Yes.
Except me. But I gave it as soon as they turned around, I saw them like, oh, man, why did I help them? Oh, no, I couldn't do that. Let's
Take
win.
the Minnesota, baby.
For KRBE's Roula and Ryan show to tell you what's going down in H-Town.
Okay, and that next game is tomorrow. What time is that game? Is it 7?
I think it's an afternoon.
Oh, it's an afternoon
I
game.
believe like 3 or
It
something.
is. It's 3:07.
3:07 tomorrow.
How do I know that? And I
Thank
can't
you.
know whether.
Thank you. By the way, HISD is in class today. I know there was some social media posts over the weekend saying, "Hey, we're not in school on Monday." Yes, you are in school today. So the Powerball jackpot is growing. Nobody got the $1.4 billion, so now it's up to $1.55 billion. However, 2 tickets sold in Texas ended up being worth $1 million. One was in Mansfield, and the other one in Uvalde. So they were each $1 million.
The Mega Millions, a Texan won the $360 million. So that means
I know,
there goes our
somebody told me
luck.
that on text.
I was like, oh man, would they say where though?
Texan actually won the giant
No, I don't have
jackpot
that.
of one of these big drawings. The next one is $20 million, but yeah, somebody won the $360 million.
Good for them,
Where,
man.
though?
I like that.
Changing
Did it say
lives.
Where? Let's see.
You can't
Oh,
find
in
out
San
where.
Angelo. It was in San Angelo.
San Angelo? Okay.
Yeah, that is a small town. So you got $360 million in San Angelo.
You're moving.
You're
Oh, I bet the scuttlebutt
buy
around
that
there.
town.
You're moving. You're not
moving
staying
out of
there.
that town.
You're definitely moving if you got $365 million. I thought this was really cool. On Cron.com, students from across Houston have been nominated for the September Student of the Month. So if you go to Cron.com, the winner will be highlighted right here in Houston. They put out a newsletter. Voting continues through October 10th. I think that's a great thing, man. Like, wouldn't it be great if you see your picture in the Cron, and then all of a sudden you're the Student of the Month?
And, something that never happened, so I don't know.
I know. It's something that's not relatable
It's such
to
a
us.
lottery. I got a better chance winning the lottery for that.
And C.J. Stroud has now thrown the most passes without an interception to start an NFL career. The rookie who was drafted number 2 broke the record in the third quarter of Sunday's loss to the Falcons. We lost 21-19. But still, man, this C.J. Stroud, amazing.
He's the real deal.
Yeah, that's what's going down in H-Town.
Look at me now. We need some positivity.
Yeah,
don't
we
It's
do.
time for some positivity because I'm just.
That game
I
last
need to
night.
go outside and feel the brisk air. I'm not feeling it. I'm still salty from that freaking loss last night. I'm just
And then I tried to
annoyed
watch-
as hell.
I mean, the Texans lose the last, second to a field goal. The Cowboys got destroyed. That was embarrassing.
I mean, I was thinking last Sunday, Eric. I was
UT,
like, oh my God,
Aggies
what a great
lose.
sports Sunday this was.
Yeah.
Not so much yesterday. Okay, so make
much.
us feel good. Let us know how you have prevailed. How did you triumph over somebody telling you can't, you won't, you'll never? It's Look at You Now, 713-390-KRBE. Tell us your stories of inspiration and put us in a better mood. During the break, I'm going to go outside and breathe in some air. I'm going to open my door and feel this air outside because it's so nice. This is the Roula and Ryan Show on 104.1 KRBE.